Hi everyone, my name is Kunal Sethi, CEO and founder for Detailing Mafia. Today we are at our experience center and we're doing a special video today for a special product which we call as 2pH. You can go to our past videos, we explain what is 3pH, but it's new something for everyone, what is 2pH. We use a brand lineup by the name of Labocosmetica, and we have a special guest today, Reggie, the master detailer from Mafia.
What's up, man?
How are you?
Very good. Thanks for having me.
So we have these two products with us, Ductile and GLICO. So we'll explain you in this video what is 2pH, and we're going to hit the interior of the car, especially the fabric seats, the upholstery, and I'll hand it over to Reggie to explain us in detail what are these products, how they work.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. So I'm going to keep this short because there's a lot of technology going on inside. My cameraman is going to link it to me when I'm speaking too long. So, very simple. Everybody already knows how to clean the interior. We know this. We use a vacuum, we use air, and then we do an alkaline product and we brush the surface and we suck it out.
Yeah.
However, it does not attack, because it's an alkaline product, it does not attack the biggest problem we have on the inside of the car, namely dust.
Correct.
Dust is a compilation of anything that's flying around, from inorganic to organic. Then we fall back to 3pH, where we know that we need an acid to get rid of the inorganic or the inorganic staining or the water staining. However, this is not the outside of the car. We are dealing with a fabric, ladies and gentlemen. So we cannot use hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
It's going to melt. It's going to clean the fabric as well, but it's also going to melt. So what we did is we used the knowledge and the experience of 5 detailers from the Italian market, together with Marco, to compile a product at an acidic base that can take off anything that an alkaline product cannot. So we have these returning stains, this white staining coming back. We have the water spotting from wet trousers, wet rain clothing and everything drying into the surface. We can treat it as much as we want with an alkaline product, but they are not going to be removed. That's why GLICO came into effect. Now, to take away the fear of the acid, the 2 main components of the acidic inside of GLICO are lactic acid and glycolic acid, meaning lactic from milk and glycolic from sugar.
Okay.
To make it even more easy to understand where these products are mainly used, they are used in skincare for women.
Wow.
That's where you find these type of acids. So if it's safe enough to put on your wife's face, it's definitely safe enough to put it on a fabric seat.
I agree with you.
The reason for GLICO is to take off that dust, but it's also a mixture. I'm going to tell you a story. If we have, for example, a can of Coca-Cola that has potassium, folic acid, citric acid, caffeine, sugar, potassium, magnesium inside of the product itself. Together with the water inside, it is a soluble solution. But as soon as it lands onto the surface and the water evaporates, we get this mixture of organic and inorganic.
Correct.
Now, normally we would say any pre-wash starts with an alkaline pre-wash. However, the main contamination in the inside of the car is dust and that mineral contamination. So this is the only case that I know in the world where you switch up alkaline and acid as the acid to be the first. So how does it come into practice? It's very simple. We have the stage. We have discussed this already with your people. Everybody blows it with air first, then starts vacuuming, and that starts using a product. In this case, they used to use the alkaline product. Now we are going to switch it up and say we are going to first treat it with GLICO. 1 to 5 to 1 to 10 are the only 2 dilutions you need to take in effect, because it's very simple to memorize and they are only necessary for the strength of the contamination. We will see the situation on the inside of the car.
We'll show this, what's the condition of the car.
Exactly.
But what Reggie is saying, that everyone use alkaline cleaner, we need a strong cleaner to remove all the dirt. But yes, one step before, we have to use an acid cleaner, which we call as GLICO.
Yes, sir.
Which will make the difference. What difference will this make, Reg?
Well, what this does is, and I will give you the example, remember Jurassic Park? Where the guy has the cane and the cane has this stone, and inside of stone is that mosquito. That stone is the mineral, it's the inorganic. But we cannot attack that inorganic with alkaline. We need to have that acid. That acid is going to break free the mineral part, exposing the organic, the mosquito, or the contamination you find in the car. And then we follow up with ductile.
So then the alkaline cleaner comes in play.
Exactly. In practice, this system will save you up to 40% of time. It will save you the huge amount of chemicals you need to use what, because people say, but I achieved it also with an alkaline cleaner. And I said, did you use any mechanical action? And they said, yes, I was drill brushing the seat for 5 hours.
Oh my God.
So, was then the chemical doing the work, or was it the mechanics doing the work?
Right.
I'm going to say the mechanics, because drilling a seat with a drill brush for me doesn't count as detailing.
True.
We want to respect the surface, we want the chemical to do the work, and we want to relieve the physical labor of the worker.
Yes.
And I'm considered the laziest detailer in the world. That does not mean that I don't want to work. The only thing I don't want to do is spend more time doing something that has no result.
True.
So, technology explained, the reason for this explained. Let's see this product work into practice and check this out, what's going on in the inside of the car.
Let's come over here. We'll see the inside of the car. What are we aiming for?
I believe.
Yeah, I like. And the perfect seats.
Fantastic. I'm gonna get in the car a little bit.
Yeah.
And we see here these typical stains coming from something that has been leaking or has been dripping. We see this nice edge right here, showing us that there's something going on. And I know many detailers already recognize this, that this is something, and even if they clean it multiple times, they do it with multiple hits, multiple dilutions, multiple abrasions, that this stain will not go away. Simply because we're dealing probably with an inorganic contamination. Meaning that if we charge this with alkaline, it's not going to get removed. It's going to look beautiful when the seat is wet.
Yes.
But when the seat starts to dry up, everything comes back.
The same mark which Reggie is saying, it's going to come back like this.
Exactly.
That's why we need an acid cleaner.
Exactly. And now it's time, just because it's the use of the product is exactly the same as you would do with the alkaline cleaner. We're just adding one more step to make sure that this is going away. And then we follow up with DàCTILE alkaline to get the rest of the seat clean. We dry and we are smiling. This is it. Let's try it. Now, Kunal, I know this for you. You have experienced this product, but could you just for the sake of it, tell the people at home that are watching this, what do you like about this smell? Is this a smell that you like? The car would smell like after a cleaning operation.
It's like a fresh, cleaner smell, you know?
Not citric, not lemony,
no
strawberry. It's a unique smell.
No fruity smell.
Exactly, a smell of cleanliness.
Yes. It's like sanitized, you know?
Yes.
It's like a machine through which we use.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how does it work? We spray a very generous amount of this product on the to be treated surface. And just for the sake of it, I'm going to over-exaggerate the amount of liquid. Because the funny thing about this product is, even though I'm making the surface very wet, the reaction, together with the dust and the inorganics, the chemical reaction is going to help us during the sucking phase, the vacuuming phase. Sorry, I have to stop saying sucking phase. Now this is a large amount. This is very large.
Yeah, this is very
large, huh? The choice to you will be if you want to process or not. With process, I mean, are you going to add mechanics to this situation? We have 4 things we need to take in effect. We have the time of the chemical on the surface. We have the dilution, mainly 1 to 5. We have the mechanics in the form of the brush. And then we have temperature. Now the temperature is unregulated. It's just the temperature as it is right now. Could we change the temperature? Yeah, we could use a hot bottle of water in combination to make the chemical work a little bit more. So how much time does it need? I say if you do it in less than 2 minutes, you are good to go. Just for the sake of it, we are going to process. And it's very funny to see that we see a chemical effect in the form of a foam forming. And let's see if this is happening all over the place. I like this brush.
Even I like the brush.
Yes, now I want the brush to be a little bit bigger because I now found out that either the seat is very big or the brush is very small. There's all, there is a room. How long you want to process? I'll leave that up to you. Is it necessary to process? No, it's not. It's a choice you have to make. Is it the choice that you see the contamination? Is it that big? Do you want to loosen it up by brushing the surface a little bit? You want to add some mechanics to help the chemical do its job?
So Reggie, I have a question. Is GLICO required also for seats which are brand new?
Yes, sir.
So you're saying we should just damp the seat with the GLICO and then extract it?
I would say if you have a fresh car, you just blast everything inside of the car with the fabric cleaner GLICO, let it rest for 2 minutes and suck it out. And you will probably have a lot of less time consuming operation by removing everything with dust and a brush and a vacuum.
It's giving a layer of protection?
It's not giving a layer of protection. What it does, it gives you about 1 week of sort of a dust repellent action. I'm not saying hydrophobic, I'm not saying chemically resistant, but there is less chance for dust to get trapped into the seat in the first week.
All right.
After that, the seat turns back to its factory normal fabric state, and we turn back into the dust phase. But like I said, if you want to make this really extremely Dutch and sexy, you do a 1 to 50 inside of your extraction machine, and you use it as the extraction rinsing.
Okay.
And this is only 1 to 50 inside of the extractor. I see the guy, the camera guy is waving. We have processing done. Now it's time to suck. I'm gonna add one bonus thing about GLICO, is that inside of GLICO, 20% of the content is like a detergent in the same range as DàCTILE. So what it's going to do is we see no visible staining other than the staining here. We are going to suck it out and we're going to see if the color of the foam is going to transfer into something other than white.
Okay.
If it's on all the seat, I know I have to treat the rest of the entire seat with DàCTILE. If it's only a spot where the discoloring of the foam is happening, those are the parts I'm going to treat with DàCTILE.
Okay.
See now the speed of the operation, because if I only have to treat this spot to get rid of the organics with DàCTILE, this is the only place I put the alkaline, this is the only place where I do the brushing and the sucking, so the rest of the seat is already starting to dry.
So you're saying as the seat is already damped with GLICO, it's not important to spray DàCTILE or APC as a fabric cleaner all over the place. We can do spot cleaning.
Yes, and we will see during the sucking phase if there is truly only a white foam coming from the seat or if the foam is discoloring in anything other than white. Okay. I will leave that to the imagination of the viewers, what that could be. Because Labo also says if you up front know that you are going to do a full system, you don't have to do 2 steps. You can now say, I've done DàCTILE, I've done GLICO, I'm now going to add DàCTILE, brush, and then suck the entire thing out with the addition of water. GLICO alone...
That's the process.
Exactly.
That's a standard process.
That's a standard process. But I like to do step for step because, like I said, I'm a lazy guy. I don't like doing interiors. Only now, since GLICO, I do them again. But before that, I did a no cure, no pay. So
over here, I think so we should follow the standard process?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Let's get the vacuum and see if there's any discoloring of the foam.
So I'll add the spray extraction.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Just put the machine on.
Mafia. What a difference.
Yes.
My God.
Just with this thing. So what I see right now is that there were a couple of stains, big ones, and just using acid cleaner, I did it with a double motor suction and almost the seat is 80% dry. And yeah, I see less stains. So Reggie, what you're saying, I see a spot over here.
Yeah.
So I don't have to go on the full seat. I can just go with the DàCTILE over here with the brush.
Exactly.
And then re-extract it and the seat is going to be perfect?
Exactly. Probably, yes. In any case, if it's non-organic or non-inorganic, it could also be, and this is what I found out in practice, that sometimes the fabric has lost its color.
Yeah.
You are spending hours and hours and hours to try to fix a spot that is actually discolored or destroyed fabric.
True.
It would not be the first time me spending 10 hours on one spot. Imagine the time you're now saving. Instead of doing the entire seat, you're working on a spot. You can repeat the spot procedure many times before and then still spend no time. Hi. You know what I like about this guy? He's the CEO, but he actually knows what he's doing. It's just like my CEO from Mafia, Gleo. He's also a guy that knows what he's doing.
That will do. And
very rare. Again.
Amazing. Amazing. I think so you also like it, you know, just a small work.
Oh my God, this is so good.
Not much of a hard work. And the best thing is of these products is that when the seat will 100% dry, there will be no patch like this coming in the fabric seats, which is a major problem, only because of GLICO adding before our APC. What do you say, Reggie?
I am sorry, I'm a bit emotional because I've spent 23 years, 23 years pouring alkaline substrate, it's alkaline on this, and then expecting it, okay, now after 5 liters it needs to go away.
Yeah.
And then still it didn't happen. And now because of one chemical, we have the solution.
Mind blowing.
If GLICO isn't identified, if you feel this, it's almost dry because we only here, Mr. Sethi, applied for the organic and the rest of the seat is almost dry. In India, when I open the door here in the studio, it's probably going to take about 30 minutes before I can sit on it and then drive the car away.
True.
And I am so confident because it's already so dry that none of these stains are going to return because we took an acid, removed the inorganic and a little bit of organic and that spot work and it's done. This is how the 60% of this is how the 40% of time saving comes into effect.
The seat's cleaned, I would say sanitized, dried, everything done. And if you see, amazing, you can see this one, still dirty with all those marks, patches. So this is a before after shot for you people to see and understand how our products work amazingly. You know, with our experience, what we're trying to tell you is a lot of people want to do spot cleaning, you know, everywhere at your home, anywhere you see fabric, textile, you know. But if that is only possible with GLICO, if you do directly with the organic APC cleaner, it will clean, but it will show you a dry spot after drying that there you had used an ductile or a organic cleaner, you know. But with GLICO, you can do spot cleaning at the same time and you will never get to know after drying that it was done. Thank you for watching this. If you want great content, check out our channel and playlist at The Detailing Mafia.